Hello, and what's up, everybody? Welcome to my NXT review. A lot of things going on this show tonight. The fallout from Halloween Havoc of last week. What do we have planned in? Since the whole spooky thing is over, we now go back in the regular NXT mode, which basically, as we kick off the show, we start off with Dakota Kai versus Ember Moon. First match of the night, which was a very good match, I should say. Not a bad match at all. Really good. I will say one thing: Ember Moon can damn near kill you with a suicide dive half the time, but this was a really good match to kick off the show. I was really mostly surprised more the finish than the match itself, but this was fun to watch. I knew Gonzalez basically was just going to get involved throughout this match then, because Moon was going to set up to go for her eclipse and whatnot, but basically Moon got distracted. Dakota Kai gave her with the the GTK, the go-to kick for the win. I'm actually surprised they had Dakota Kai go over Moon this fast, because technically Moon just got back in the company, so I'm a little surprised that they had Ember Moon lose right here. This was a really good match in general, but I guess they didn't want to give Dakota Kai another L, or they're trying to still get some feud out of Dakota Kai and Ember Moon right now, but really surprised that they would kind of go, give Moon the L right now after she's been back for like, I don't know, she's been back a month or two at this point on NXT. So very surprised to see that in the beginning of this show. I actually just thought it was going to give Moon the win, but in a way she had an out due to Raquel Gonzalez getting involved in the match. So not a bad match, but a very surprising outcome. Next, oh boy, Cameron Grimes. I guess he's still, worried about that haunted house match last week and worried about the zombies. I guess Mackenzie Mitchell said, "You ready for your match tonight?" And I guess one of the referees came in, and I guess it was the zombie ref. He was like, "Zombie ref," and he ran off then from the referee then after that point. They interviewed Shotzi Blackheart, basically talking about, everything what happened last week at Halloween Havoc. But, she had to pick her opponent, and she wanted to face Toni Storm tonight. Basically talking about welcome to the ball pit and whatnot. So, basically ready to do this match tonight against Toni Storm. Kushida went against Cameron Grimes. I feel like we've seen that before, which was a match I actually liked until the finish, in a way. And I was kind of hoping they were going to step away from especially after the whole zombie stuff last week, because this was a really good match, because Kushida did try to go for the hoverboard and whatnot to take down Grimes, but ended up going into the referee then. Kushida had the hoverboard lock again, which Grimes tapped out, but basically the referee was down. Grimes ended up hitting Kushida with that whole like a Spanish fly thing, caveman collision or whatnot. And next thing you know, the zombie referee came out, which basically Grimes was scared. He started freaking out and running all over the place, which basically allowed Kushida to hit the hoverboard lock, and Grimes tapped out then. So basically, they said he has PZSD, post-zombie stress disorder. I actually thought the zombie thing was going to be a one-time thing. I've already said enough about it in my Halloween Havoc review. I think they overdid it way too much and turned into Cirque du Soleil. And now they got Grimes running away from zombies now, or the referee that was dressed as a zombie last week. So now he believes he is a zombie. In a way, this is something I would kind of see off the main roster, to be honest. I get a kick out of Grimes, and he is funny and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, especially when he does the whole "to the moon, baby," or any type of laughing or any type of thing. It's funny. You get a laugh out of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I laughed a little at this too, but the finish was kind of dumb at the same time. Just given that he's running away from the zombie referee, which is not a zombie anymore. So basically giving Kushida the win. They had an Io Shirai promo, basically talking about facing Ripley one-on-one for the NXT Women's Championship, that she's not afraid of nightmares. So obviously we're going to get the Ripley at EO match coming soon, which they're finally building into, which they even went to Ripley saying 2020 has sucked. I think everyone can agree on that. And that, she's going to basically go for that title. It did like she did last year at the end of 2019 and take that NXT Women's Championship. Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud. Of course, they come out to their dancing music going against Everrise. I feel like I've seen this match one too many times now. Discount Young Bucks. Basically, there was really no focus on this match at all because why? They go to the side camera with Mcafee, Pete Dunne, and Lorcan and Birch getting out of the car, going in the ring, beating up everybody, especially Spud and Dane out there, beating the crap out of them. And Pat's got the camera and whatnot. Putting it on himself until they went back into the ring then, which we got a very long promo from Pat McAfee, but it wasn't that bad though. It made sense, but a very long promo from him. Basically talking about, what makes us different from any other four-man groups, that we're not scumbags and everything. We're the new kings of NXT. The Undisputed Era, they're done. And they almost did like a little mini history to how they came in and whatnot, and that all these stupid fans want to love them. But here's something, and I said this last week, why Pete Dunne is with them. Because when you go to the little history video that they did, why did they need a fourth guy? Because Roderick Strong, he did team with Pete Dunne in that Dusty Classic a few years ago, back in 2017. And Roderick Strong betrayed Pete Dunne, and he ended up joining the Undisputed Era, which even Dunne himself said, you betrayed me those few years ago. I returned the favor last week on you, Kyle O'Reilly. So, like I said, that was the reason why Pete Dunne took him out, which really made sense, and I made this, like I said, I said that last week myself, so I figured they'd say that. Pat went on to talk about, the Undisputed Era rise. They had this big push, and they took all the opportunities away from all the people in the back, because everything just became about the Undisputed Era. They had all the titles. They became unstoppable and everything. And then fast forward to Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee, and basically, Cole had won that match, but he didn't show him any respect right after. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the Undisputed Era banner. We're going to hang it in the rafters like, they do with jerseys in the NBA and whatnot. And, just lift them up. And, we're going to show respect and everything in a way. We're just going to put this banner up and respect the past and get ready for the future. But then as Pat says, we're all talking about the Undisputed Era. How about we have some democracy here? Like, we're going to vote and everything. So we're going to throw this in the trash, all right? And it's going to end up in the trash just like Vic Joseph and whatnot, because he's trash also. And he says, anybody want to say anything? No. So they threw the Undisputed Era into the banner, into the trash. Basically poured some lighter fluid on it and put it on fire then. And then he said that these fans suck, and you know what? We're here and we're taking over. And as they leave and go back and get in their van, Killian Dane tried to tap pack, but everybody started jumping him then. Pete Dunne had Killian Dane basically inside the car and kicked the door into him then right after. And Pat says, whoa, yeah, that's great. No, but I didn't need you to do that. And, Pete Dunne's like this. And, yeah, we're going to work on those anger issues and whatnot. But we're the best, and you all suck. And as they left Killian Dane basically in the ground in a pool of his own blood right after that. So, like I said, a very long promo, but very logical. It made sense and whatnot. Because, like I said, Pete Dunne, betraying... well, I guess they shouldn't betray, but getting payback after those years ago, especially Roderick Strong, paying him back, turning on him a few years ago. This made sense. Lorcan and Birch, basically saying, like, we haven't gotten any chance, everything went to the Undisputed Era. Now this is our time. So this was, like I said, it was not bad. It was just really long, but it made sense, though. Johnny Gargano, I guess, was at the dinner table playing with Ghostface again. We're still doing this thing. Basically, even did the whole phone thing from Scream, but I guess they were playing a board game and whatnot, saying he's going to defend his title next week. And he did some funny dance and walked off. Like, good game, though. I guess that's still Indy Hartwell, or some saying Austin Theory under the mask now. But, yeah, Ghostface is still hanging with Gargano there. Toni Storm went against Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi Blackheart didn't come out with her tank. She stormed to the ring, basically going against Toni Storm. This was a good match for what it was at the time being. I will say that, what was it? That whatever modified basically, it was a DDT with Shotzi Blackheart got on the top, not the top rope, but like kind of on the apron and jumping on the top of the ropes, basically going for a DDT, which did not even connect, and both women fell to the ground. Shotzi got back in, but Next thing you know, Candice LeRae was on screen, says, "Hey, your tank's in the middle of the road. I'll watch it for you." Which Toni Storm ended up getting the win on her then. But right after Candice showed up, like, "Listen, man, I'm not gonna stand up here and watch your tank all night." Basically, a car came, which was a truck. She got in the truck with Ghostface, another Ghostface, and basically ran over the truck as Shotzi started screaming and crying in the ring over it. Toni tried to calm her down, but basically Candice LeRae says, "You cost me my title shot last week, now we even. So I got your tank and you took my title shot away, so we're even now." But yes, they killed Shotzi's little toy tank, which I feel like you could just paste that up with some glue. But yeah, the tank is dead, folks. The tank is dead. So obviously this feud with Shotzi and the Garganos continue with Ghostface there. So don't know what else to expect from this, but we'll find out and see. Legado del Fantasma was getting out of the car, talking about Jake Atlas. They really beat him fair and square till Jake Atlas jumped out the car then. And they tried to run up on him, but he had like a pipe and started hitting him with it. He didn't hit Santos for some reason. He ended up jumping in the car and running out after that. We got another edition of Thatcher's Thatch Can with Timothy Thatcher. Basically, the lesson this week was reversals, as how to get out of a guillotine choke and putting someone into it to take them down, even getting them to the ground and putting them into a wrist lock then, or even going over the face as what did it have, Akeem, which he was getting pissed off several times, but they went back in, tried to go for that a crossface, but Thatcher got him out of it, put him into an ankle lock and tapping him out until Anthony Green, the guy that was getting beat up last week by Thatcher, came in and super kicked him out of the ring then after that. So I guess probably a match with them next week. I will say one thing, these Thatcher's Thatch Can classes, I feel like they're really it's a really good lesson I think you should learn, honestly, because I feel like they could help you in a real fight on what he's doing. Okay, at least he's teaching some things that can help you. Even I'm kind of paying attention to this also in a way. So, learning from him ain't that bad of an idea. You could probably use that stuff for real. That could really help you in a real fight, unless you trying to take someone down and go for their neck and rip it off. You know what a windpipe is to put them down easy, or at least get out of it. They then went to Zia Lee. I guess she was getting these letters from Boa, which I guess they were letters from her family, and then William Regal showed up giving her another letter saying that she needs a match next week, and Regal says, "All right, you can face Raquel Gonzalez now." Well, Lee wanted the match against Raquel Gonzalez, and I guess after that attack a few weeks ago, she needs to get payback on her or something, so we'll see what goes with that. What else? I was gonna say, what was the main? Oh yeah, main event though. We got Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa. Dream still dressed like an NWO person. Yeah, definitely an NWO person. Well, some say it was like NWO Shawn Michaels, but this was mostly Ciampa beating the crap out of Dream throughout a majority of his match. If it's one thing I will give Dream, this dude is bumping like a pinball machine out there. A little bit overselling at the same time too, because and don't get me wrong, like I get his champ and everything, but this dude is like moving around like he's just been shot like 15 times or something, and he's just like flipping and flopping all over the place, and a majority of the match is just Ciampa beating the crap out of Dream, throw him onto the announce table, just kicking him, and he's just falling all over the place. He's flopping like a fish out there. He is just like all over the place. I'm telling you, like, Dream is just flying. Like, man, this guy's really selling to save his life, which Dream did come back in the match later on and whatnot, even hit him with a spine buster and everything. He's still trying to use that cast to hit Ciampa with, but Ciampa kept getting out of it. He tried to go for the fairy tale ending, but he ended up going into a roll-up. Dream gave him a big boot in there right after that, but Ciampa got him, basically suplexing him outside. Both of them, like, that suplex thing with both men fall out the ring then after that. Dream threw Ciampa back in the ring, which he got a chair then, which the referee threw the chair out. Dream jumped off the top rope. Ciampa got him with a knee. He hit him with the Willow's Bell DDT, and then the fairy tale ending checking his cast right after that. So obviously I figured Ciampa was gonna win, and in a way it was a showcase match for him also. Not a bad match. Man, I'm telling you, I feel like Dream, which I feel like he's just been jobbing, but in a few, like, just jobbing in extended maybe few, because the Kushida thing I felt like went too long, and then it's like he's going after Ciampa, which that's got to be over after this now at this point. So it's just, I would just say this, like, Dream has just been selling like a madman out there. This dude is just like bumping to save his freaking life, or I don't know. It's like he just. It's like he's selling like he's deaf out there. Like, I'm not saying he's overselling it, but it feels like overselling at the same time. Like, man, do you have to sell that good? I'm like, man, I know the dude hit you, but it sounds like you just got hit with a freaking chair to the face or something. Like, man, this dude is just like bumping like crazy out here. So, like I said, good match, but sometimes I feel like Dream oversells a little bit too much, okay? But other than that, though, NXT was good. I wouldn't say it's great as Halloween Havoc last week, but some solid stuff still on this show, like the main event and the Pat McAfee promo and whatnot on the Undisputed Era. Even Dakota Kai and Ember Moon. So, some good stuff on this show. Even Tony Storm and Shotzi Blackheart was good for the time being until the whole tank destruction thing happened, okay? Other than that, though, that's my review of NXT. Good show tonight. Like I said, solid. Not as great as Halloween Havoc last week, but still a very fun show. Other than that, though, that's my review of NXT. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Comment, subscribe. You know the rest of the deal and everything. So, other than that, see you guys later. Peace.